Hello and welcome back to another Settlers video. I'm sorry if I'm sounding a bit sleepy, but I'm gonna have to be a little bit quiet because the house is asleep. But, everyone in the house, you know what I mean. But I stumbled upon this video that I thought was a bit interesting. I must admit, I've not really been following the development of the new Settlers game for a while, but I think this sums up some changes to some issues I found the last time I was looking at it, and I guess I'll also share some thoughts I have about the game and so on. So let's watch it together.
Let's start with the most immediate improvements that we've worked on based on the feedback we've received. We've been working hard on an improved pacing for all game modes, for a more fluid gameplay experience. One of the most notable additions is the rush protection that we added to all multiplayer maps. Neutral camps of bandits now protect the ways to new resources and between starting areas.
And I think that is a very interesting addition. As far as I remember from the bits I participated in, is that engineers are very important, or I think they're called pioneers. Pioneers are very important, and they are also quite expensive in the start of the game, and they are a sort of combat unit, but they are very bad at fighting. So if you manage to get your pioneers killed, then you have some trouble. Then you are in not a very good place. So I think this is interesting, and this might fix that. So let's continue watching the video.
Anyone who wants to claim those will first have to defeat the neutral force, so you are now better protected in the earlier phases of the game. We also added more options to traverse the map, and you are now able to help your allies without losing the opportunity to defend your own territory. Buildings
That's not something I experimented a lot with. I just played solo when I
and there are more uses for food in the game, especially in research. Our UI
and that makes sense because food seemed a little bit useless
to the overall experience, providing, for example, an upgraded save and load functionality and customizable key bindings. The army handling has also received improvements, such as a renovated unit UI and the possibility to patrol or hold position. We have also added the option to invite friends to private PvP matches.
Also very generic, like, why is that additions?
The characters you're going to meet and the story that unfolds within the 13 campaign missions play a central role in the game. Additionally, the hardcore mode, formerly known as Onslaught, has seen a lot of improvement and will offer challenges to those of you looking for more difficulty. Hardcore maps will be using the same map pool as skirmishes, which we have doubled by now to a current total of 12 maps. Modifiers will then be applied to these maps to change the setup, conditions, resources, and even victory conditions, thus increasing difficulty. And for those that prefer a bit of support in this mode, it will be possible to call your friends for help.
I think that sounds pretty cool, the hardcore thing, and yeah, I think hopefully the campaign will be interesting. Like, it seems like they've done some things to distinguish the different factions. So let's continue on, and maybe he will talk about that.
Factions and faction differentiation is a topic we were constantly working on. We've split the faction units from the standard soldiers, and each of them received very unique faction abilities, such as...
And that jump is a bit insane, like, what the fuck?
Jump for the Yarn, or the Maru with their hidden traps. Additionally, we have replaced our previous siege units from the Shady Tavern by the new The Order units, also unique per faction with individual skills and stats.
I don't know anything about that, but I guess that's cool.
The economy is a central part of the game, and we worked on adding more elements to this area as well. We reworked the tools production and how this good is used in the game, in order to open the first door to a deeper economy. Tools are easier to produce, but more prominently used throughout the economy. You have to decide early in a game when that production should start in your settlement. All large buildings now require them as a construction cost. They are also needed to recruit engineers, and larger quantities are needed in landmarks.
I think that sounds pretty interesting, the extra need for tools, and of course Pioneers still need tools, so there's nothing new there, but making tools more accessible, but also giving tools more uses. That seems like good steps in my book.
Another important use of tools is the research system, which we rework completely. We have added multiple tiers and research specializations, with research options that improve main game elements, the economy, and the units. However, unlocking a research specialization will come at a cost, and you need to choose carefully, since
I will also say I did not experiment a lot with this, but it sounds nice. I think it was not really that far into development when I was looking at the game.
Each tree contains unique gameplay modifiers. We also included research options for elements that the Settlers players have asked for. Recovering resources when demolishing buildings is one of those. Defensive and offensive power and larger building claiming ranges are just a few worth mentioning. Lastly,
that seems pretty cool, but yeah, pretty minor thing, I guess.
One of the most requested features has been added to the game, the Forester. With it, you can grow trees and obtain logs anywhere you can fit the building.
Guys, finally, it happened. They put the Forester back. The lack of a Forester was one of the weirdest thing back when the game was presented in, was it 2019? The regrowing trees, and that you could just clear an area and not be able to regrow it, was a bit odd. So I think this was the right step, but took them a while to get there.
While working on all of these new inclusions and polishing features, we've also been busy with one more surprise that has been long in the making. For the first time, the Settlers will be coming out to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, GeForce Now, and Luna. All the platforms will have cross-progression and cross-play with any other platform. So stay tuned for more news and information on thesettlers.com.
To me, this will always be a PC game. So, what do I think? I think they have addressed a lot of the things that that was wrong 2 years ago, but it seems like it took them a long time to do that, and there will probably still be a few things wrong when we dive into it, but I guess that's the thing with modern games now. You need expansions to fix that. But overall, I wouldn't say it catches the old spirit of the old games. I think it will probably be an okay game. But to me, it's not. It doesn't really seem to have the heart of the Settlers games. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just a little bit off, but I will probably still play it. I don't know if I will buy it at launch because it's quite expensive, but maybe Ubisoft will give it to me. Then maybe I will dive into it and give it my honest thoughts and be optimistic about it, because I think there's been a lot of hate towards it, and I don't know. I will wait and reserve judgment when I see the final product. So yeah, maybe not a thing that you need to get at launch, but it will probably be a good experience to play it. That's how I see it. So thanks for listening to this ramble. Let me know if you share my thoughts, or if you have any insights into this. Also, a fun thing that I forgot to mention that maybe some of you guys did not know: Volker is not with the development of the game anymore. I think it was a while ago that he left. So that's also a bit interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening. Bye.